right, so it's Monday mid-morning and I've been doing pretty good today. I had some egg cups, sans bacon that I made for my son that he didn't want to eat, and I'm happy with that because they were decent points. And then also I didn't waste, which I'm really trying to go more towards zero waste with our groceries and our food. So I did have my fancy coffee, which I have, good job, which I have found is like 5 points per cup, the way I normally make it. And I was having 2 and 3 cups a day of that, and didn't think it was any big deal, but I added up pretty quick. So I am now allowing myself 1 fancy cup of coffee, and I've actually cut out, hold on buddy, I'll be there in a second, okay? I will come and see in a minute, let me finish. I've actually cut out one of my syrups because one of them was sugar-free, one of them wasn't. I've cut out the non-sugar-free one and I've just been having the sugar-free one, so I allow myself 1 of those cups a day, and then I'm transitioning to no cream, just if I'm having secondary coffee, just having the sugar-free syrup and the black coffee. I used to actually be able to drink black coffee, and that was my drink of choice, and I've gotten out of that habit, so I'm going to be working myself back into that, and I will update you. Hopefully by next week I will be just doing straight black coffee. All right, so in addition to the egg cups, I wanted a snack, and I was getting my kids granola bars, and I was about to eat one. I'm like, let me scan that sucker. That sucker was the same amount as my eggs for breakfast, and I was like, I don't know that. I mean, I like those granola bars, but I don't know that I like them 5 points worth. So I decided to have a 0-point apple. Little choices, hoping they add up in the end. My grocery order will not be ready until tomorrow night. So I have to get through the next 2 days, or today and tomorrow, essentially eating with what we have and keeping that in check. So I'm trying to be wise, do lower point stuff in the morning. And the good news is I'm actually going to include some of this in here. I have discovered some amazing, I didn't even realize that some of the things I was making was super, super low point, just because I was trying to make things that were healthy. So I made crock pot pork tenderloin last night, and all I did was threw pork tenderloin in and a can of Great Value brand salsa verde, which has 0 points. So for a serving of, I think it was 3 ounces of pork tenderloin, it's 2 points. So, and it was delicious. So tonight we're doing tacos. Instead of doing a big flour tortilla, I'm gonna use some of the little corn tortillas and do that because I get less points on that. And that allows me to have cheese and sour cream, the full fat. I don't really want to do reduced fat stuff, with the exception of I did get some in my order, some reduced fat Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, so I can make some dips for vegetables with that, because I'm hoping maybe my kids will eat more vegetables if they see me eating more vegetables and having something fun to dip them in. So we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, tonight we're doing tacos. Lunch, I think I'm gonna end up doing some kind of a sandwich, and I just have to admit it'll be more points than I probably want to spend. No big deal. I do have a confession. In full disclosure, last night my father-in-law let us know he wanted to stop by, which I was so grateful because they live about 40 minutes away, just to say hi to the grandkids and bring us pizza. They know I've got 3 kids and it's crazy, and I've been having a little bit of a rough emotional time the past little bit, so they were trying to be super supportive. And so they brought us pizza, and this is one thing I'm gonna have to work on in my journey. I didn't want to be offensive and not eat it, and thankfully it was thin crust, so it was not as bad as it could have been. But it was still pizza and put me over my points for the day for sure. So I'm gonna work on that and not feel like I need to show my thankfulness by putting things I maybe shouldn't be having in my body. We'll see. So that being said, I'm really excited. Like I mentioned, we've got that pork that we're having tonight. The crock pot is really your best friend, and I was surprised at how many things were so low. We love doing chicken tikka masala. I've got a simmer sauce. I dump it in the crock pot with some chicken, let it cook for like 4 or 5 hours, shred it, put it on rice, and I realized that for 10 points or less, I could have a cup of cooked rice, like a 1/6 or something of the chicken, and then like all the vegetables I want, which is essentially what we were making for dinner. And again, it was like 8 points or something like that. And the majority of it was the rice. So I want to encourage you, if you are starting Weight Watchers and you're checking this kind of stuff out, take a look at what you are actually making. If there's anything you are making, you may not have to make that many edits or changes to make it something that is actually conducive with your points. That being said, I am breastfeeding, and I realized I hadn't said this. So my daily point allotment is 41 points because of the nursing. Yours may differ. You can check. I'll put a link to Weight Watchers below so you can check out and see if there's any more information, or if there would be a good fit for you. I was actually really surprised how flexible it is. One thing I am personally trying to avoid doing is becoming dependent on snacky type foods or fat-free or reduced fat type foods. I'm really trying to focus on building the base of my meals on the 0 point foods, and then using the point allotment to have, like I said, rather than doing reduced fat cheese, doing a smaller amount of full fat cheese, just because I don't like stuff that's as processed as all that. So that being said, I know a lot of people swear by their double or triple shot with their Premier Protein. I may try that because I do drink coffee, and I'd be up for it because I do have a hard time getting all my protein in, but I'm not going to be doing a whole lot like, hey, here's this cookie, or here's this, or 100 pack of it. Like, I might do that every once in a while, but my goal is still kind of doing an 80-10, sorry, 80-20, 80% clean, 20% processed and things like that. I am really excited to try Bolthouse, their ranch dressing, and we'll see how that goes. This week, once I get groceries in, this week for lunches, I'm going to be doing salads, base of lots of veggies and lettuce and tomatoes and carrots and all that kind of stuff, cucumbers, and then I'll be putting chicken in it, and then again, points mostly coming from adding a dressing or something like that. That is my current plan. I'm going to show you my meal plan board and show you what we're planning on doing. All right, so this is my weekly planner, my meal plan. So you can see today, the 27th, egg cups, me doing sandwiches. This might actually change because I want to say the sandwich I'm going to do is like 6 points, and I might have something else with it. And then the pork tacos, max shouldn't be more than that. I'm trying to include what my base points are, just so that I can keep that in front of me when I'm thinking, oh, I think I want a snack. The oatmeal that I make for my family, it's really filling and has everything we love in it. It's only 8 points for a serving. My white bean chili, I'm actually going to include this in the video, so stay tuned for that. The recipe is so simple. It is delicious, and it by itself, it is 0 points. So then you can have a little bit of full fat sour cream and a little bit of cheese, and it is like the yummiest thing ever. But the chili itself is actually 0 points. This is just allotting for the add-ins. Chicken tikka masala and rice, like I said, will be a max of 10 points. There will also be veggies with that. Pork burritos will be a little more, so I'm going to be doing smoothie bowls that morning, which will be straight up fruit with a little bit of add-ins. I'll be keeping that lower to account for this here. Eggs on toast, that's estimating up to 2 points for the bread because I had to order online. I wasn't able to actually sit there and like find the best bread, but I also did get light English muffins, and so I may do that on English muffins instead, and that might be a little lower. Pizza, my family has pizza every week, and I'm gonna try and do some of that 2-ingredient dough, so we will see how that works. And then I have some frozen Stonefire pizza and flatbread stuff that I'll be able to, we'll make our own pizzas from home. I'm going to be doing French toast and eggs. With our French toast, we literally, like, the points will be from the bread and maybe a little bit from the milk. We don't put brown sugar or anything in it. We just do a little vanilla and cinnamon. Leftovers, because again, 0 waste. And I found this recipe on the Weight Watchers app. I'm really excited. It's the roasted Greek style chicken and veggies. It looks delicious, so I'm really excited about that one. And we're gonna do that on Sunday. So that is my meal plan for the week. Obviously, like I said, I have 41 points, so you can see 5, well, today was 8 total. I need to, because I had the coffee. So 8 and 7, that'll be 15. So that's 25. So I have some room for some snacks, or if I wanted to have an extra taco or whatever the case is. Or if my lunch goes a little over. My goal is to kind of keep meals at 10 points or below, and then have the other points for snacks of some sort throughout the day. That's kind of my current strategy, and hopefully at the end of the week we'll see how well that works. Hey, so just checking in. We are sitting in the car because Evie fell asleep on the way back from my mom's house. My dad is in the hospital. They think he's having a small stroke, and so she had to take him for that, and so I went to go let their dog out. Evie fell asleep on the drive home. She has been on nap strike for a minute, about a week and a half, so I'm letting her sleep for a little bit. So Milo and I are hanging out. He just nursed. We're parked in front of our house right now. I just want to check in because I was proud of myself, and so one of my goals this month or this week and then next month is to exercise 3 times a week. And I was sitting on the couch and boys were asleep and Evie was quarantined in her room trying to get her to take a nap, and I was like, oh, I could work out right now. I've got the whole week and I'll only need to get 3 times in. And I was like, that just happened. This is why it's hard for moms to work out. Gross. Anyway, I'm gonna clean that up. But I just had to check in and say I'm really excited because I worked out. Day 1, week 1, and I worked out. That's it. Let's get them out of these nasty clothes now. Oh, I love you. I love you. All right, here we are, day 2. On track today. For breakfast I had oatmeal. For lunch I had these like Nutrisystem sandwiches that my mother-in-law gave me because someone gave them to her. I ate one of those. It was surprisingly 5 points, not worth 5 points, and I was way still hungry, so I had a bagel and cream cheese. So lunch was like 18 points. It was way higher than it should be, but thankfully I'm having white bean chili tonight, which is the 0 point chili, and even with cheese and sour cream, it'll still be under 5 points, so I'm still good for the day. Coping right now with my 4-year-old telling me I'm a bad mom, because he was mad because I told him that we couldn't build a tree house until after nap. Any other moms kind of just going a little crazy? I'm with you. I'm with you. Milo's weighing in. Anyway, last night I ended with my pork tacos that I talked about, which were really, really good. And then I ended up I had 5 points left, so I ended up having 2 caramel rice cakes and then some whipped cream on there for a total of 5 points. So I was in points yesterday. Should be in points today. Been eating more like when I get hungry because I am nursing, and I know they factor that in with the 41 points. Why do I try? Why do I try, guys? What do you see? What do you see, Blue Eyes? Such a flattering angle right there. I think he likes the red square. Anyway, so I ended up using all my points yesterday, which was good. I was saying that sometimes when you're nursing, you have little spurts of hunger, and so I've been doing pretty good. I know I'm only 2 days in, so you can't really, doesn't amount to much. Willpower will get you through at least a limited time. But I had an apple, I had carrots, I had little things like that if I was feeling like I needed something between meals. So that's been helpful. I also think it was yesterday, had some pretzels, little mini pretzels, and just mustard for 3 points. So I'm learning. I am getting my laundry, my shopping pickup tonight. And so tomorrow I'll be able to start doing my salads, which I'm excited about, having a little bit more filling lunches that have more 0 point things, and the add-ons are the extras. I'm done right now. So I'm really excited. I'm getting ready to end day 2. I dialed back the amount of cheese and the amount of sour cream. Once I was actually measuring it out, what I had initially estimated was looking like it was gonna be really high, or it was gonna be a lot. You know, I was like, that's too much. It's gonna throw off the balance and the integrity of the dinner. So I went ahead and I did 2 tablespoons of cheese instead of a 1/4 cup, and 1 tablespoon of sour cream in my 0 point chili. So my chili of the dinner was 3 points. I went ahead and had an extra serving of Verde pork left over from last night for 2 points. So my whole dinner that was super filling because it was pretty much all protein, ended up being 5 points. And I, even with my huge carby lunch that I don't want to talk about, I still have like 8 points left, I think, right now. And Cameron is picking up the click list right now. Well, the mobile order from Walmart. And I got Halo Top. So tonight I'm having Halo Top. I'm really excited. I love ice cream. So, yeah. Anyway, got my water in today. Did not exercise because I was recording for my main channel. If you didn't know, I do videos about motherhood and all that kind of stuff. I was recording a video for that main channel. I'll go ahead and link that up here. Feel free to join me over there if you're a mom and want some encouragement. But yeah, so I was recording, which meant I had to put on makeup, which meant I didn't want to go work out with makeup and all that stuff. Plus I just showered finally. Got a little cute, not too much. So all that to say, I think tomorrow I'll be working out. I am taking the first week or so and just doing the walk at home. You can find it on YouTube. I'll link to it down below, and I'll throw in a card up here as well. And then I think my husband and I are gonna start the 21-day fix next week. I just wanted to get myself back in the habit of being used to moving because I haven't been doing much beyond lifting my kids lately. It is what it is. So, end of day 2. Woo! All right, I know this isn't a what I eat in a day video, but I had to share this because this is a killer salad and it's 5 points, guys. It's mostly spring mix, tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, that kind of stuff is the base. And then I have 2 points worth of Bolthouse Farms Ranch, 2 points worth of Great Value Mesquite Turkey, and 3 points worth of Kroger Sharp Cheddar in there. So it's like a little chef salad. This would be bomb if there was some egg, but I haven't hard-boiled my eggs. So this is what I'm having for lunch. It is dense, like it is heavy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be very satisfied. As I kept adding stuff, I was like, oh no, this is only like 4 points. I should bulk that up because breakfast was only, you know, 8 points, and I need to eat all my points in the day from what I'm seeing. So there you go, guys. That is a killer little salad. And look, this is not a little bowl. Like, this is a pretty nice little bowl there. So I'm getting ready to eat. My kids are already eating. Milo's going to have some banana because we've started baby-led weaning with him. So that's it. I just had to share. All right, y'all. I just had a super yummy breakfast burrito. By the end of snacks and all that kind of stuff, I still had like 23 points left for the day. And being nursing and whatnot, it's important for me to actually eat my allotted points. As I understand it, it's important for the plan in general if you want to lose weight. So I got to splurge and have a delicious breakfast burrito on a real burrito tortilla, and eggs and 2 pieces of bacon and some cheese in there and some sour cream and some verde. Oh, it was good. It was worth it for sure. I'll have to check and see exactly how many points it was, and I'll put her right here. But just know it was delicious. And so, especially if you're nursing, know that you can eat. I mean, I didn't eat bad. I'm just saying make sure you're eating those points and make sure you take advantage of the fact that you have them and you can eat something yummy. I still have points left. I get to have Halo Top tonight. So excited. So excited. So I did not record anything yesterday because yesterday kind of went off the rails. Not as much food-wise as you would think, but literally had to make an errand run to the bank, and I ended up having my car die on a hill, 2-lane road with no shoulder, like just literally stopped working as we were driving up the hill. So I ended up being with my kids and my dad, who came to wait with us for the tow truck on the side of the road, well, in the middle of the road for about 2 hours. And then I had to go handle everything at the shop and then come back, and it was just an overwhelming, exhausting day. I did good up until, like, I didn't drive through anything up until we got home, and I was just like, I can't cook, I'm tired, let's order pizza. We did order thin crust pizza, which is not a decision we would have made before. So it really wasn't too bad. And considering the day I'd had, I only went like 8 points over my weeklies, or sorry, not my weeklies. I went 8 points over my dailies. So I tapped into my weeklies a little bit, which really wasn't too bad. Well, so then I had 2 out of 3 kids last night decide to be up for a good chunk of time. My 2-year-old was up for over 3 hours, about 12:45 to 3:30. My 6-month-old was up when I was putting his sister back down, woke him up, and he ended up being up for about an hour. And then after they went to bed, like finally went back to sleep, I just couldn't sleep until about 4:30. So I got about 3 hours of sleep. My husband let me sleep until about 8:30. So I guess 4 hours. 4 hours of sleep. Sorry, my son is pooping, sitting on my lap right now. Oh yeah. I might edit that out. Anyway, so my husband, also trying to be really sweet, ran over to McDonald's to grab breakfast. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, I tend to feel like if someone does something awesome and nice for me that I have to do it. And so I had a hash brown and a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. He also got me a coffee. I only drank like a third of it. I don't like McDonald's coffee. It's way too sweet. But I did track it, and then I went on, so I want to say like breakfast was like 17 points or something crazy. But then I went on to have a nice little 6-point lunch, and I've been utilizing my 0-point foods for, like, you know, having some mandarin oranges and a banana to bulk that up. Tonight we are doing the chicken tikka masala, which should be about 10 points. So I should still be finishing strong in that. But yeah, so that's what happened yesterday. I have to work out today and tomorrow so I can get my 3 workouts in. I also failed at water consumption yesterday, but I'm back on track today. So that is the quick update. It's been a crazy few hours. Crazy few 36 hours. I don't know. All right. Catch you later.